Hi, my name is Ashley Berger, and this is going to be a demo on our DSD sales order xPress entry. And so you'll see that you have a new DSD Express order entry here. You can also open your Sage 100. And I am on the Sage Partner Cloud as well. And so we can launch the Sage 100 here, and everything is going to launch normal like you are used to. There will just be a new menu item. So depending on how you want to get to the Express order entry, like I said on that previous screen, we had the ability to open the Express order entry, but you can also do it from your Sage as well if this is how you're used to getting to things. So you can open your Express order entry. And you'll notice that this is actually fairly large, so I've scaled this to be the size of my screen here. And so you can have a touch screen, or you can tap with your mouse. This is designed to be a little bit more user-friendly for touchscreens or iPads or on your phone. So like a little bit more of a quick order entry so you can get to all the fields and be more user-friendly on smaller devices. So we can go ahead and do a next order, or I can go ahead and if I search one, so if I type on 3 here, it'll start filtering out orders that I need. So if I go ahead and just open one here, you'll see that I can get to all the fields. And so then I can add a customer PO number if I want, and go ahead and enter that. It will go to the next field automatically. If you do cancel out, then it's going to go back to the order for you. But if we pick back up on email and then hit enter, it is going to continue on to the next until we cancel out of that screen. And then again, we can go wherever we want. If we look up item codes, so you can just go ahead, and if I don't know my inventory very well, you can just start typing in desk, and then anything with desk in the auto fill, it's going to go ahead and pull up here, find what you need. And then it's going to go ahead, and then we do have some help screens. The first initial load on some of these screens, they'll pop up. You can close them. You can also get to them by hitting on the little DSD emblem in the corner and get to the assist as that as well. So you have the numeric pad, so you can go ahead and enter your numbers that you're used to here. Again, some more of that help. And then anything that pops up, so you can see I get the quantity exceeded here, so you can just accept the quantity entered or any of the options below. Just go ahead and enter that, and then if you want to, and then just going to go through all the fields that are on the screen down here. The screen is fairly customizable. If there's also any additional information, so you can open up the bill to address, you can get to the ship to address as well up from the corner DSD menu. If there was any memos that were saved for this order, you would be able to see them here. If there was any UDFs set up that were on the header level, that button would be enabled. And then you have quick print as well from this screen. I'm actually going to accept this order, but if I close this, and if you're not in any, if you're going to get up a little more of the setup, if you're not in any order entry, if you click on the DSD emblem, you can go to settings, and here's where you can get to some of your scaling stuff. So you can see I have mine set to 16. If I go back down to the default 11, and then I can hit the test font scaling button here. And you can see that it's a much smaller screen than what I was working with earlier. So if we go ahead and close that and say, I want to go back to my 16, and we'll hit the test font scaling. You can see it's much larger. And then we have the ability, you can see the top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right. So you can make sure that that scaling is correct. We have some additional virtual keypads here. You can customize the grid like I was saying. And there's some more of that help. So if you want item code, if there's anything on that grid that you want, you can go ahead and go to the insert, and you can't add it to the column. Add it here, and you can add some like description, warehouse, unit measure, order date. So if there's anything that you need on your screen, so say we do want to go ahead and see that description when we enter, an item, and I actually want that description to be right after the item code. So I can go ahead and do that. We also have the ability to change the tab order. So if you're someone who enters stuff and wants to be able to add a tab order, you can go ahead and add or remove what your tab order is. Next, we have different layouts for your keypad. So you have the QWERTY keypad, or we just have an alphabetical A through Z, depending on how you want to enter your orders. And then we also have different keypad layouts for your calculator, or if it wants to be numeric, or if you want to show calculator buttons, yes or no. And if we go ahead and, if you make any changes when you click OK, it's going to tell you that the profile has been changed, and that's going to go ahead and close the screen and make you reopen so those changes do load for you. So if we go ahead and just do a next order, let's start a new order and look at some of the changes we made. So here's the calendar. You can see that the darker green is just a different month than what you're in. You can also show work week. So if we show work week, it's going to make those weekends a different color green as well, so just easier for entry. And then you have the ability to change months and years here on the side, where you can go ahead and just choose a date, tap, and move forward. Again, it's just going to then go through the next, so is a standard order, that sort of thing. So go ahead and enter that, and then you go ahead and look up your customer number. So again, you can just start that autocomplete typing in, and so I know it's American Business. And then I go ahead and continue on as well. If they have a PO number, I can go ahead and enter that. If I need a comment, or I can continue through, I confirm to. It's just going to go through all those tab stop fields: salesperson, warehouse, header warehouse, tax schedule, terms. And then here's you have a discount rate. So here's where we have those calculator fields. So you can go ahead and add 10, but if you want to multiply by 0.2 for whatever reason, and let's go back to that discount rate. So you could see that calculator, when I did my percentages, it went ahead and took what I was calculating as my discount rate. So to enter again, now I'm back down to my item code. So I can go ahead and choose, again, if I look up desk, just grab one of these down here. Again, it went to that description. So that description that I added to my grid, you can see that it changed order quantity. Again, you can see my calculator buttons that I have. I don't want to back order anything. Unit price and comment. And then I'm off to the next line. So again, super user friendly, all touchscreen, meant for your tablet, mobile device, or just a quick order entry for anyone that's looking just for a simpler version of sales order entry. If you have any questions, you can always email enhancements@dsdinc.com. And if you want a live demo to answer any of your specific needs as a company, again, always email us at that enhancements@dsdinc.com, and we would be happy to set something up and schedule for you a live demo. Thank you.